So how did you feel witnessing history today?
I was elated. I mean, in tears. I mean, it was emotional. It was great. It was great.
What kind of conversations did you have with your son today about the meaning of this historical event?
Well, I kept him home, definitely to make sure that we witnessed this together. So, you know, we were just talking about this is now achievable. This is something that you can achieve as a young black man, and you know, the standards has been set. So now it's up to him to follow it.
Let me start this way. This morning when I was in class with my students, I felt the need to address them by their last names, Mr. Smith and Mr. Crum, because it made me realize that you really don't know who you're educating, and that I very well may be educating the next president. And it was a reality today. Today was a reality that we have to believe, and we have to take care of our children and nurture them and realize that there are no limits. So it made me feel today, it was a reminder that there are no limits. It made me realize the value in our children, the value in education, the value in believing, the value in having faith, the value in accomplishing.
You have had several years of working in the public school system, helping young people out. Today we just witnessed history, and you were in the school today with children. Can you tell us the effect of President Obama being inaugurated today, what effect it had on the children and the staff?
A positive effect. It was overwhelming, and it sent chills through everybody's body, including myself.
It's a very exciting time for us as a people, as well as our nation. And I think that being a father primarily is the #1 objective, not only just as a nation, but as a people. We have been suffering from fatherlessness for a very long time. One of the things I appreciate about President-elect Obama, which is now President Obama, stand corrected, is that he himself was fatherless. And the organization that I started called the Fatherless Project is something that I intend on spreading across the country, because we have been suffering from this situation for a very long time. So it's an exciting time. Lord willing, I can get this book to him. Maybe we can sit down and talk about it, but it's a nationwide movement that has to take place. But this is prime time.
Been a long time waiting for this moment. Spent a long time praying for this moment. We hope for this moment.
I think he needs to, you know, try and get more books into the school that can be given out for the children, and just try and make it more better and affiliated that the teachers start liking what they do to help the kids, because as going to school, seeing the teachers, they're not really paying any attention to the kids, and they're not really setting out an environment that they want to learn. So it's just the safety and the welfare and the educational purpose supply is needed.
Well, to improve public education, we're going to need funding. And we hope that in his plan to assist us, he would give us more funding so that we can have those jobs that we need, those teachers that we need, those schools that we need, and to provide us with the tools that we need so that we can educate to the highest level our young people, our middle-aged, and our adults. Today we hope that this dream to bring our education to its highest standard will be realized with Mr. Obama, our president, as President of the United States.
Well, first of all, the public schools have to be fixed. There's something fundamentally wrong with the education in the United States. And I don't understand how we can send rockets to the moon and put people on the moon and go all the space exploration and not fix education in the United States. If we don't fix the education in the United States, then our future is really going to be very bleak.
Country.
Well, I think #1, his placing that on the agenda as top priority is what he has to do, and I think he will. I think he needs to really recognize that it takes money, but it also takes a capacity to make teachers realize who our children are, and only have those teachers who recognize the brilliance in those children, even when their pants are baggy or below their butt, or they're wearing pajamas or head rags. If he can in some way create a system where educators are chosen for the schools of most need based on their compassion and capacity. They have to not only care about the children, they have to have the capacity to teach and reach those children.
This album was designed to make you feel good. For those of you who want to feel good.
We need some brothers up here.
I believe we need more books, computers, and things like that, because I really feel like I got a lot of nephews, godsons, and they don't have as much computer classes and things like that, because that's basically what it is going to a new world. You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing. We need computers. We need more people actually coming out to speak to the kids, you know what I mean, and talking to the kids. More people with this influence doing the right thing, and you know what I mean, brothers such as yourself. You know what I mean? To going out to different schools and different type of arenas and things of that nature.
Yeah, definitely. So we definitely need more resources, and we definitely need more people to come and expose the children to something that's going to be constructive.
Exactly. That's exactly what we need.
Wow, that task is great. But first of all, let's look at the home, the family structure. There's a lot that needs to be done in regards to that. But as far as the school system, you know, we have Klein here, so that's a big no-no already. But as you know, as we look at it, there needs to be more involvement, more parent involvement in schools. In addition to that, there should be a lot of activities to engage children, because as we know, there's no recreational facilities or anything in our communities that keep our children safe. And that's one step that will be able to help us.
Listen to the educators. It's not about money, it's about the children. Listen to the educators, the grassroots people, the people who are really in the trenches, the people that are really, that really have a heart to affect change. Listen to the real people.
Obama said today was that we have to get back to the serious work of restoring this country back to its greatness. And he referenced public schools. He said that we have to improve our public school system. What suggestions would you make to him in terms of improving what's happening in public education?
We need to go out and get more powerful and courageous principals.
AskBlake.com. Thank you. He needs to focus on.
I think President Obama should just log on to AskBlake.com and ask you personally, because we've seen you change around the school, IS 109 and other schools, and I've personally seen the influence that you've had on young children. So if he wants to know, he needs to just ask you personally and elect you as one of his staff members to change our education system.